best way to use self-talk, you can use it to make learning a lifelong process. And, you know, many of you hear me talk about my dad. This guy is 78 years old and learns something new every day. I try to follow that same path. Be patient, okay? Be an understanding person who listens and treats others with respect. We can use self-talk to help us do that, okay? Think of people you know that don't treat people with respect, or that are never understanding of other situations, that are just plain old hard asses, okay? You don't need to be that way. Being a positive role model. This is probably one of the things that can be of the greatest benefit to you in your life, is to be a good role model for others. And it's so ironic, because as the oldest of 6 kids, I was tasked with this, and I didn't want the burden, because I felt it was a huge burden. As I've gotten older, I've realized that it was really a great blessing to be a good role model. Unfortunately, I wasn't mature enough to understand the value of it, and the discipline that I received was not discipline, it was punishment. So I never kind of had the carrot that would make being a role model worthwhile. It was just a stick. And so it didn't work very well on me. And that's one of my biggest regrets in life, that I'm not closer with my own siblings as a result. But that's just the way it is, okay? Now, we can also use positive self-talk to help us cope and overcome stress and challenges. You know, we can tell ourselves, this is not going to be terminal. Sometimes that's a good start, although we might feel like it is, and if we let that little voice say, oh, this is going to be the end, you're talking yourself into making it the end, okay? You can use it to keep an open heart and open mind. That's really important, especially in our business. You got to have an open mind, because you'll miss opportunities, okay? You won't see deals where deals exist. You won't have an open mind to seeing that there's probably 6 different ways to do this transaction. 3 of them really bad, but 3 of them have potential, okay? Transaction engineering. You can use self-talk to pray, to worship, okay? If that's appropriate for you. You can use it to motivate you to share your faith, or to overlook the wrongs of others. This is a big one. Well, they're all big, but that overlooking the wrongs of others. Being forgiving. Who gets the biggest break? The forgiver or the forgiven? The forgiver? What did you say, forgiven or the forgiven? Which? Forgiven? Okay.
Forgiver.
Oh, forgiver. Any other votes?
Forgiver.
Forgiver. Forgiver. That's right. You know why? You get to take that little bag and just drop it in the river and let it float away. I know people I can't forgive, and they carry around just buckets full of this crap. And man, I got these things I'm ticked about, and I got these. Man, oh God, there's more I'm going to get ticked about tomorrow. Let me put these on my back. Okay, now I can pick those up. And before you know it, they're stooped over. So if we can learn to be forgiving and just keep moving on, man, we will move much faster through life. Okay? Commit to teaching others. Encourage, use your self-talk to encourage you to embrace change. How many people like change? Wow, that's pretty good. How many people are telling me the truth? Okay, only 1. 2. Okay. Well, you said it depends. Ah, okay. But if change happens, it doesn't really matter. You're going to have to embrace it one way or the other. You don't have to like it. But most people resist it for a long time and spend all that time resisting, building up all the stress, as opposed to finding a way to deal with the change. Okay? You can also use positive self-talk to educate, motivate, and inspire others. Okay? And that kind of ties into all of this stuff. Okay? We can use it to help communicate more effectively, to keep ourselves looking forward, to be a team player. That's one of the areas investors have, I think, the greatest difficulty. Everybody thinks they have to do their own deal. And seldom will they, look for help, or look for partners, or look for ways to get more people involved in a transaction. And what happens is many times the transaction is too big for a single person, or it's too big for their knowledge base, or the type of transaction is foreign. So, trying to do it all on your own can be really difficult.
Can I ask a like I think it's a securities issue or something when you have too many people going in, like if you're raising funds and you have too many people?
When you start managing other people's money, it becomes a securities issue.
If you're managing.
If you have multiple owners in a property with specific, you know,
Like the 30%.
deeded rights of ownership,
Then it's fine.
then you're fine.
Okay.
Okay?
I think she means like pooling money together.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know if it mattered if you were all on.
If everybody's in an equity position, you know, on title, you're fine. If the parties involved in the transaction own percentages of the beneficial interest, that's fine. If you want to borrow money from 3 different people, and then you go buy a property,
Well,
that's where you've created
can
a
it only
pooling
be one
interest.
person then?
Well, no, you can actually do it, but somebody has to have a first mortgage, a second mortgage, and a third
Oh,
mortgage. Okay, they each have to have an individual. Because if you pool their money together, and the 3 of them are in a first mortgage, then you've kind of acted in a brokering fashion, and that's not allowed without a license, okay? Self-talk can also help you to accept new responsibilities, okay? So, we can learn new skills, set goals, improve performance, overcome defeat and bounce back, that bouncing back thing, self-talk, okay? It can make a big, big difference, okay? Can also remind you that you're a special person. Because if you think you're not a special person, not only will I tell you you're wrong, your approval will tell you you're right. And who's smarter? Me or your approval? Now, negative self-talk, these are the things that you don't want to hear. And if you do, be alert to them. Okay? Just know it won't work. I hate my job, the people I work with. I'm not creative. I'm too old to do anything else in life. See, I just say I'm not as creative as Krista. Because she's really creative. Okay? In many ways. But I know I'm creative in other ways. So it's okay. And we'll all sing Christmas carols next Saturday. Okay. I just don't have the energy to change. That's because you have ACD and you have analysis paralysis, so you're really lame. Okay? What's that?
You said ACD, so I wonder what that was.
Oh, ADD, sorry. I'm thinking ACDC. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I want to take care of it now, but it'll wait till tomorrow. Anything I can put off. Okay? Nothing ever seems to go right. I'm not good with numbers. How do you? Oh, I've heard that. I'll not tell who. Nice though.
Self-disclosure.
That's it, self-disclosure. That's a beginning. Okay, I'm just no good at anything. Okay? Those people don't really get into this program. Okay, if it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck. If only I was smarter, you know? Mondays are not good for me. Anytime somebody says Mondays are not good for me, I usually say, I would be willing to wager days that end in Y are not good for you. Okay? So, you know, we want to stick with the positive self-talk, okay? I know it'll work because I'll put all my effort into making this a success. Okay? Here we have the statement, but we also have the evidence supporting it, okay? I'm creative in my own way. And I am. Even if I'm the only one that knows it sometimes. Okay, age is only a number. And the number I carry today is the number 1. Okay? I've been storing my energy and now I'm ready to handle change. Okay? You know, maybe something that you've just been kind of sitting back. Okay, well, there's a positive in that too. You've now got your reserves fully charged, batteries ready to go. Okay? I'm successful because I live my life by having faith, persistence, and a positive attitude. Well, that almost sounds like a mission, but it's not. Okay? Tomorrow's the first day of the rest of my life. Wow, is that overused? But what I can add to it is I'm enhancing my skills daily. Okay? Does that mean you're perfect? No. Do you have to be perfect? No. Okay. But is that part of discipline, enhancing your skills every day? Does it in any way, shape, or form relate to punishment? No. Cool. Okay. I can't get to Friday until I step through Monday, and every day is an opportunity.